bitch get cash. Pick a straight grams out the bag and running laps to the same hits till a nigga lung collapse. Word loop to sound like an interlude from the 80s, same era of the crack. I was born in the crazy, ran them up in the berry growing up as a young and little wild juvenile. Those my roots, yo, don't judge me, yo, the stoner chicks love me. I can really roll a good joint. Polo to rugby and all the local brands are on point. Rock them every day, from the errands in the hood to the shows around the states. I be smoking on that good. Anything about me, you should know I'm on one. Every room is cloudy, but bitches trying to burn some. You can find me drowsy, posted at the pad, getting faded like Malone when he was playing with the Jazz. You know anything about me, you know I don't roll blunts. Messing with these brown sheets, I can put you on some. Why you even doubt me? Show you how to slap, cush louder than the bass that I be cranking at the lab.
Every morning I wake up, I put on my makeup. You're rolling out, rolling out. Every night when I lay down and you wanna stay down, you're rolling out, rolling out.
Angela Stars
within my life, do my best to free my mind.
All the way from Boston, man. Up to yo, that is. Proud suspects, Let me get my Prada specs and ride out. Early morning fish bowling, that's what I'm about. I blow up the streets with the reefer cloud like they ain't even no one round. The same shit every day, I never change my routes. A nigga got the munchies now, blueberry pancakes. Waitress at the diner making faces cause I'm half-baked. Aroma of every type, today it's the melon kind. A paper plane trip from the sky. Meet me halfway, come around from last place. You burning on some seed still, sticks for a cheap deal. Get around for me ill, niggas cracking still, I'm good where I'm at. You moving and snorting lines while I'm sticking to this grass. Gotta get the proper pass, only do it if it's loud. You can spot me in the crowd and I ain't even make a sound. Every shorty dig the style, comprehend, it's no trend. It's more like the way of life. Waking bacon is my shit.
Every morning I wake up, I put on my makeup. You're rolling out, rolling out. Every night when I lay down and you wanna play round, you're rolling out, rolling out. Enough stress within my life, do my best to free my mind.
Shit, we getting stoned Horace.
I'm rolling out, even got the buzz to wake up, rolling out.
I got one for the morning and got one for the afternoon. Roll before I eat and I'm rolling when I'm back at school. Rolling at my mom's crib, hell no, fuck that.
Oh God,
I was raised better and besides I don't want slaps or backhands. Come on fam, rolling up to fight the pain of all the homies taking through the valley.
I think we're fucking finally ready to do this.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. I just saw the title. Got this.
Make way for the Kings. The Kings are here.
You think the bitches are great because you're fucking seasonal, nigga? You can't be seasonal. Niggas got this shit's 24 hours a day.
Kingz. You're listening to the Kingz Podcast with your hosts, Karizmatik, Irish OD, and Ani Moush.
Yo, welcome to another installment of the Kingz Podcast. I'm yours truly, Karizmatik.
What's up? It's Irish O'Neill.
Ani Moush.
Today we have a special guest joining us remotely, Laura Schumacher. What up?
Hey.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing all right. How are you surviving in these corona times?
It's okay. I'm on the Cape, so it's a little better than when I was in New York City a couple weeks ago.
Uh-oh. Did they quarantine you?
No, I just got out early, so.
All right, there you go. Got out of jail early. I feel you.
So for just for context, Laura, I've known Laura for about 3 years now. We met at a Legion of Skank show. If you watched STC before, there's the infamous story of us almost, we thought we were going to get shot up in a movie theater with Lewis. amazing time. Ever since then, yeah, Laura and I have just been comedy friends. We go to Skankfest and shit like that. And Laura's got some wild stories, especially in the relationship department. So I figured she'd be a good fit for this show.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So as always, we start. Usually we start with the 3 principles and do plugs, but I feel like we should do plugs first now because I feel like we always start with the 3 principles, then we always have something juicy that comes out of that, and then we like halt ourselves by doing plugs. So
I agree.
So why don't we do plugs, and then we're making decisions on the fly here. It's Corona times, guys. Take it away, Karizmatik. We got plugs.
Yo, thank you for joining us again today for the latest installment of the Kingz Podcast. I'm your boy, truly Karizmatik. As I said previously, you can catch me at Karizmatik IPE on Facebook, Karizmatik_ME on IG and Twitter. And just waiting for these post-apocalyptic times to be over so we can get back to the comedy, crushing it, Just got work in the morning, basically. So plug and work.
Yeah.
Plug and work. Okay?
Shout
out to some work. All them essential workers not getting essential pay. Right out.
Yep.
Laura Schumacher, what do you got to plug?
Oh man. Yeah, nothing really.
Fair enough. Ani Moush, what do you got to plug?
Ani_Moush on Instagram. Follow me. Follow my Etsy page by_Moush. Check it out. Check out the Kingz Podcast on Instagram as well.
Fuck
And dude, shout out to our new studio.
Hell yeah.
You guys don't know that or see that. We're in a new studio, so it's better, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah, so we're growing, and shout out to that. Shout out to growth and not coronavirus.
Facts. Guys, Dom's not here right now. He's in the live chat though, so if you're chatting, you can follow along there. He doesn't have the Rona, but we just we didn't need like a ton of people here right now, and give him a little vacation. But follow him at DirtyDom_comedy. Check out all of his hilarity and all the everything Dom does. He's a fucking bad motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
You have one more thing? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Where you stand on my plugs.
I'm sorry. No, I told Mason Smith that I would shout him and his wife Carrie out for their podcast that I believe is coming out either, he said tonight or tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
So that's Welcome to the Smiths, I believe is the name. Did the logo for that. So shout out to them.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Guys, Instagram and Twitter, it's Irish O'Neill. Follow me there. SDC Podcast. You can find us on social media everywhere. That's Shit Talking Cunts. We go live every Sunday. Call in, talk shit with us, guys. 5-star review on iTunes and everything. Give us a rating, review, all that good shit. Really helps us out a ton. Obviously, you can also find me here on the Kingz Podcast. Check out the Last Stand Podcast Network. We got a bunch of great shit coming your way, especially with the Corona stuff going on. We're trying to figure out other content we can get out to you guys to keep you. I don't know about you guys. I get fucking bored easily, especially all this stuff. I've just been playing video games like a motherfucker. So, I think that's it, and that's that. Yeah, because we don't have any shows or anything else. So check out my band, Dane Sleep and Dragonfire. All right. So the 3 principles. These are, as always, we preach the 3 principles that we need, that any guy needs, really anyone, but you know me, I'm always preaching to the guys, that you need to get these ladies. First and foremost is confidence. You need confidence to get these ladies. You need to be like a salesman. You're trying to get that commission, dog. You're not gonna sell someone if you're just half-assing it. You gotta commit to it. You gotta believe in what you're selling. Otherwise, why would they buy it from you? You don't give a fuck what their reaction is. You go out there with your pitch. You give it. And they're either buying or they're not. And then you just move on to the next if not.
As I always say, if you don't want to fuck you, who gonna want to fuck you?
Yep.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Confidence starts at home. It starts in the soul. It starts with you. How else will you then lay the pipe?
Yeah.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Or receive the pipe.
You know, like exactly.
Whatever
if you ain't
you're
like,
into.
yo, like exactly, you know?
You know?
I like the way you roll, yo. That's yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I'm
'Cause,
here.
I mean, you got to appreciate the people that receive the pipe if you're giving the pipe. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
to them pipe takers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
doing the work, relieving stress, and all that other good jazz.
Guys, I feel like there's gonna be something just happened.
The sound just cut out real quick.
Ooh, I knew this.
Oh, stand by. Hang on, everyone.
Oh God.
Are we still good?
Are we? I wish I could see what it looked like on this side.
Do you hear this?
Yes.
Do you hear that?
Yeah. Do 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 do
Yep.
do do.
All right, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna resume.
That never happened.
That never happened. We
Yeah.
definitely didn't lose connection for a second there.
No.
All right. So the second principle.
Second principle is honesty. I believe in true and utter honesty at all costs. I mean, you must be willing to, put yourself out there to have someone receive the real you. You know what I mean? If you're not really putting the authentic you out there, how do you ever expect to actually become and be the authentic you when in a relationship? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to switch halfway through usually is not the way to go. Being upfront, I mean, in your situation and what works for you, I think is always the best policy.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about that exact principle today. Because there's always those like corny like lines in movies like you changed. Where is that person that I like used to know or whatever?
Yeah.
And that's because you fucked up and you showed yourself later.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, they fell in love with someone that didn't exist, and now you flopping on them.
Yeah.
Flip flopping,
Yeah. Don't be doing that shit.
Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
And our third?
Third principle is social intelligence. And basically, so we always advocate for like being funny or like something to have a hobby, be interesting when you approach someone, and have something to talk about.
Yeah, I guess like don't make them your personality.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, shout out to Patrice. He actually had a good thing. He had a good little skit in one of his. I can't remember the actual.
Is it elephant in the
Are
room?
you-
Or
I think it's
Mr.
elephant in the
P?
room. But where he talks about the women sometimes having the man create them.
Dude.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't say that's just women, but I see a lot of people like that today.
Yeah.
They're not whole people. They're looking to become whole, and they don't know where they are in life.
Yeah.
You know? And so, or who they are in life. You know, and
It's just like you always see those couples. They're just constantly glued to the hip. Like they have to do everything together, and it's like
there's no way y'all like all the same activities.
yeah,
like,
you're not
the
you're
fuck?
not you're not an amoeba that's like fused together or something. Like fucking be an individual.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like you have to remain an individual because like another thing Patrice would say is like you can't love a woman 100%. Like you've got to save 10% of like hate and resentment for if they fuck you over. Because also if you don't have that, you can't fuck them right. If you love your girl 100%, you got to have a little bit of anger and resentment and then fuck them right.
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
on top
yeah.
of that, it's like if they up and leave you, you got to save that 10% for protection of yourself. Like if you exist where your everything is this other person and then they leave, you're not going to just suddenly die and stop existing. So you've got to be able to keep going on. Like, yeah, it'll suck, but like, okay, like I have all these other things I do. I don't need you for, bitch. So
No, I agree. That's why you hear all these dudes jumping off bridges and shit, being able to be convinced to kill themselves through text. You didn't save any of yourself, did you? She was able to say, yo, boo, and you said, I'm going to die. Like, nah, come on. You got to reserve a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and that's another difference between men and women too, is like that guys get so fucked up about that because we're used to rejection on the front end. Like we're used to women rejecting us up front. Women aren't used to getting rejected up front. Whereas women are used to getting rejected on the tail end, and guys are not used to getting rejected on the tail end. So
True.
it fucks us up way more because it's like the almost like the watch analogy thing, where it's like it's gone and you're like fuck. You're like your ego's so big that it like fucks you up that you're like you thought it was like all done deal and good to go.
dude. So, wait, I lost my track of mind. So, I mean, diving right into it. So, what are some? I've heard a few bits and pieces here and there of like you having quite a what's the word? Colorful dating experience?
Yeah, like walk us through like some of your dating experience, some of your just like you're dealing with guys or girls, but
Let's see. I'm trying to think of just where to start.
Well, let's start here. I mean, like, so he
That's
said
always
guys.
the best intro.
He said guys or girls. He said guys or girls. What do you deal with? Let's say that.
No, I mean I just have a very cliche like single like lesbian experience in college, so there's not really much in the girl part.
Nothing to explore there.
No, not really.
Would you say that one time shaped that? Well, no longer having any further times? Are you like?
Actually, I just realized I lied because I just had like.
Boom! Boom! I got her.
No, because I just realized like 6 months ago I had like my first like threesome, so there's that.
You see. So maybe it made you a little bit more.
That was it.
Okay, I mean, did I'm guessing y'all interacted during the threesome, right?
Yeah, but nothing. Like even with the first time, it was more just like being on the receiving end.
Yep. I can dig it. I hear that often.
Yeah, I think that's way more common for girls.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, so you want to do it? I could let you. You know,
Yeah.
I could. You know,
I'll consent to this.
you know.
But I don't have to be an active participant. You know, that's a compromise.
Why don't they treat taking the dick the same way? Like you could just be there. You know, you don't have to be an active participant. I could do the work. You know, like
yeah.
I'm a little like lesbian could just walk up and be like, yo, what's up? You're like, yo, you want like it's like you like me? Like with guys, it's a whole different ballgame. We actually gotta try mad hard.
Yeah,
I see many a women melt for a lesbian, and they're not even lesbian. It's not fair. Like women have this pull with everybody.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of more like a bucket list check than
like.
Because like the first time was really just a friend of mine, and then we were still friends after that. So it was just kind of like a casual thing.
Yeah, you guys just want to get a little bit more intimate. It's like we should take this relationship to the next level, but not dating.
Actually, the funny thing was it was like a couple in an open relationship, and there was no interest in the guy, so the guy slept on the couch. And
oh shit, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, guys, we often are disposable in these situations, which sucks, man.
I know.
It really sucks.
No one values us.
No, at all, man. Men hate us. Women really could go without us at times. They're like, I think I remember I like dick every once in a while, and then they forget about us again. It's like, yo, what's that thing what's that?
Why am I cranky all the time? Oh, right. Haven't had dick. Okay, that's the realization.
I feel like this quarantine will help for that. Well, you guys will become more valuable.
Yeah, for like 2 weeks. And then all you guys will be satiated and done with us.
I'm actually like really scared for when things open back up in the like hopefully the summer. I feel like it's just going to be a very aggressive bar scene.
Yo, how many people are going to be pregnant though?
A lot.
I know.
There are going to be so many fall babies. I'm not going to so many baby showers. I mean, everybody fucking be smart.
But y'all are lucky. Libras are a good breed to make. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
y'all
but
lucky.
you
Libras
fuck up, you get a Scorpio.
True. But like, just cross your fingers on a Libra.
Also, shout out to my friends who are Scorpios. I know you guys are all going to fucking text me and be like, fuck you, because you're a Scorpio.
Yo,
that's what you do. I'm
sorry. I actually got to shout out a meme. It made me laugh so hard. Like... It said, yo, Aries, y'all been so mean. Sit your ass down for your birthday. like COVID-19 has shut them down.
In 12 days, bitches.
Yeah, y'all asses got shut down. Your birthday's up. How y'all entire birthday be canceled?
I just snuck in there as a Pisces.
Everybody in fucking March, too. I mean, you right.
I was right on the cusp.
The day.
The day.
Like the day.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for y'all. Y'all have been torturing me all my life.
I'm really hoping.
Yeah, you're kind.
Are you an Aries by any chance?
No, I'm Gemini.
Gemini? All right. Cool. See?
So I'm hoping shit's back to normal by then.
I hope so.
Gemini's like what is that again?
End of May into June.
Yeah, your time's coming, man. I got a long time. I can wait. Libra.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
So walk us through a little more of your dating history and stuff. Like what was some of your first sort of dealings with guys and things like that?
Okay, I guess going all the way back to majority of like my high school and then in my bachelor's was kind of wasted on like one person. So that kind of like defined a large chunk of my life.
Yeah. How much time? Like a couple of years?
It was like midway through my sophomore year of high school through like all of college then.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah,
so we're talking like 5+ years.
Yeah, like it was kind of like a situation where someone like kind of strings you along and like like you're kind of being used and you like know that, but then you're like, oh, but I just want to spend like but this amount of time is better than like no time. Whatever. And I was like younger and I think didn't have the same confidence maybe, so I just kind of like put up with that. And now we're actually just platonic friends. So.
I had an ex like that.
Yeah.
My like first boyfriend ever. My like first high school boyfriend.
So I mean, if you feel like he strung you along, why keep the relationship at all?
Well, there was like a period where we didn't really talk, sort of in between there. And then kind of like he lives completely on the West Coast, like he's actually engaged now, and then we both kind of had the same like of like comedy and podcasts or whatever. So somehow it just like reemerged like a friendship, and
Gotcha.
I don't know.
So like completely, yeah, it's a brand new relationship basically.
Yeah, and like I'm not saying like platonic in like the way where someone's lying to themselves. Like I have absolutely no feelings. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anytime I even hear a person use the word platonic, I feel like they're trying to pull one on me.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
I know.
Like,
Yeah,
I hate that
it
word.
truly is that. Like, and no desire. Like, if anything, there's actually constant reminders where like he'll like talk about politics, and I'm just like, oh, okay. There's a few like red flags, and and this never would have worked.
Yep.
But then I appreciate him like as a friend. So.
Okay. So then, do you think that spurred on your next relationship or relationships? Like you having been trapped in a situation for so long, were you like hungry to get into a new situation? Were you hungry to like? Were you like ready to just be like
You're
out
just
there
an
for a little
animal
while?
going and getting dick left and right. What was, like, what
Like were you
thinking?
juggling dicks and shit? Like dick
I mean,
over on the left. You know?
Traveling
like,
dick circus.
You know?
I mean, kind of, because like it's not like I was
Okay.
only with him. Like I was never an official. It was like off and on stuff. So like there were people throughout that. I don't know.
So like Sisterhood of the Traveling Dicks or some shit like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Got you. So what was the best dick you got? No, just playing. So let me ask you this. Having been in a relationship so long, being strung along, how did you find yourself being in that relationship, or did you find yourself afterward? Like, how well do you feel like you know yourself as a person?
Like, do you think that changed like how I look at relationships, or what do you mean?
Well, so like you having been in this relationship for so long, I find that some people might not completely, because you came from a young state into your college years, so having been in this relationship, a lot of your identity might be tied to this relationship. So having broken away from it, did that?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in a bad way, it probably made me like way more hesitant to like open up to people.
Okay.
So I think there's been like limited times like since then that I would like, I don't know, like there's just been a handful of times where it's like more like feeling like someone seems worthy to open up to again, because like that was probably happening with my prime teenage years where I was like awkward. So then to like be rejected when you're already like awkward as fuck, you know?
Oh, I was there. I've been
Yeah.
there before. I've
Yeah.
definitely been there before.
Like
High
I was
school
such a
no
cliche
fun.
emo teenager.
High school was no fun at
Yeah.
all. I was awkward. Well, not really. I was a jock, but like I was still figuring out girls, so it made things awkward.
Okay, so let's fast forward to now.
Yeah.
Are we talking quarantine time? No.
Have you seen any quarantine dick? Like,
Pre-quarantine.
yeah, pre-quarantine dick.
Well, okay, so the last like about like 2 years, then I've been over in Amsterdam
Oh, wow.
mostly. Yeah, so
For
I
work,
was
for
like,
school, for...
for school, I
For
got my
dick?
master's. Yeah, for dick. Dick tourism. Yeah.
Hey, I know people that do it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I mean, I'm not against it, but
So
Yo,
besides
shout out.
dick, what else were you getting your master's in?
yeah, finance.
Wow, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
man.
like I was like really extremely busy there. So again, like maybe it's an excuse, but also I mean, nothing serious. I was never, like there was the idealized like, oh, it'd be so nice to just meet a European guy, like, I'll stay here. But I mean, there were just like casual things like throughout that when I was there.
And what was the longest one out there? Like these flings are like, yeah, you maybe dated for like a month or two.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's like
Yeah.
one bitch dude that continues to hit me up, and
So for the most part, did you have fun out there? Are the guys any different? What are,
oh yeah, it was a really good time. Culturally, like specifically the Dutch guys though, they wait for girls to ask them out.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like it's like Scandinavia sort of. They all like are in the club like waiting for chicks to come up to them. Yeah.
Now, is that like a normative thing, or is it like come off like bait? Like I guess I'm at like, is it come off like they're just being a bunch of betas, or is that just kind of the standard for there?
It's the standard, but when I'm like looking at it my viewpoint, I'm seeing it as slightly more like beta. It's a
Okay,
I don't know.
got you. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Culture
'cause-
difference.
yeah, because even just down to like the way they dress, like girls don't really wear much makeup there, and they dress really casually, and guys like dress up way more.
Yeah,
Like-
Scandinavians. It's so sad. Scandinavians used to be like Vikings and stuff, and now they're all cucks.
I know,
I
it's the
mean,
exact
bro.
opposite there.
Like, think about it. They tried one way. They're like, let's go the other way.
They're like, we got to make up for all that raping and pillaging.
Let's prance around.
Let's just prance for
Let's just
1,000
wait
years.
for them to approach us now. Okay?
Yeah.
So we don't rape.
You have to be like, would you like to rape me?
They went so far
Yeah.
left on that.
Would you like?
Yeah.
Would you like me to rape you?
My God.
God, Laura, careful. This is an STC.
True.
Okay, so when did you get back?
Wait,
February
before
29th.
that, before we start doing the go back, how long did it take you to actually? Because you said you dated a few guys. Did you have to approach these guys, or did they approach you? How long did it take you to
Oh, that's
buy into the
valid.
system?
Behind.
Yeah, I mean, or
I
did you?
mean-
like a basketball team. But
I mean, I don't know. When I was like bored, I'd also go on Tinder. So I think one guy was on there. But so even so, there like you get way fewer people like reaching out to you.
really?
So even when it's over the phone, like I think the girls have to send the messages first too.
Are people shooting you dick pics?
Well, not like unsolicited necessarily.
Wow, wow! Wow. They're like what restraint? Like,
I don't think I've received
May
more
I
than
send
like
you a dick pic?
one unsolicited dick pic. I think all of the other No, I'm gonna get a bunch of dick pics in my fucking.
Ani,
No, but I've
for a very pretty woman,
asked
your
and then
dating
received.
your dating experience. I have
It's
not.
shocking,
It's
right? It doesn't make any sense.
Fucking absurd.
We've just given up the argument, and I'm not starting up the argument, but she for 2 years didn't have any options at all. Not even a DM in her Instagram.
I'm gonna summarize this in a DM.
See,
and
even
send it
Laura
to you
smiled. Like,
later
Laura didn't buy that
because
bullshit.
I know. No, I'm not starting this with him on this fucking podcast again. This is gonna be the third time that we talked about this. But I wanna talk to you about it though. So
Okay.
I'll DM you later and tell
Okay.
you.
We'll get the truth one day. One day we'll get the truth.
My
So
God.
I'll be in your DMs.
Follow the money.
Yeah.
Crack
She gonna hop in her DMs and she gonna be like, huh?
I feel like you just have to, well, like when the world is normal again, go to Italy once, and your Instagram will have 50 DMs in
Bro, I
it.
lived in Italy.
Baba booby?
Oh, really?
I've been to Italy
Even
mad
Robin.
times. Yeah.
And
Like-
still no. And
I was
still
there
no?
for
In Italy, I got dick. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go. Like,
But that was before that. What are
That-
you talking about?
I-
This is a separate situation.
I'm just saying, like, I'm so confused by your life. I'm so confused by your life. Like, literally, I don't understand.
Okay, it's not about me right now, though.
No,
okay?
you don't make any sense. I don't care.
It's
what was the problem, American guys? Though?
Like, do you get like unsolicited dick pics from American guys?
No, I mean I have before, but not in a while.
Like,
Wow,
it's
restraint
always
has
been
happened.
it's always been solicited.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
know what
That's
I
like
mean?
99% of them.
It's never been
Then
unsolicited.
I need you guys
Not
to
never. I can count on one hand.
I need you guys to start fighting these women that keep talking about these hordes of dick pics that they be getting, because like y'all making it seem like
no.
it's a problem.
Some of my friends do get unsolicited dick pics,
So-
and for sure, and I've seen screenshots, and it's all they're not making it up.
What is the difference between your friends and you that you're not getting any dick pics?
Yo, I don't know. Like
Something in our face just says.
Really?
I'm an Aries. Like, what do you want me to tell you? Like, I
Something
don't
on your
know.
face says, "Don't dick pic me." Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
no dick pics.
I'll call a bitch out. You
On-
know what
on
I
their
mean?
dick? Like,
I'll call if you are sending me an unsolicited picture of anything, I would expect that you would want me to comment on it. No?
I like that.
Okay.
Critique it.
Have,
Yeah, I'm gonna
have you guys
critique
ever
it.
fucked a guy from a dick pic?
No.
Were you just like, wow, that's impressive?
Oh my
No.
god. Okay.
Hold on.
No, I mean,
And if
I
yes,
have.
I'm not shaming you, but I
Oh,
have
I'm
not.
shaming it. Tell us to
No,
stop.
I'm not
no.
shaming her either. If you see something impressive
I'm
and you're like, I
telling
gotta
you.
have it, you gotta have it.
No. Okay, I didn't actually like act on
I
it
haven't
only because of
received those ones.
geographical reasons. But straight up, there's this guy from my high school that like I thought was like hot back in high school, and then talked to him for like a little bit. He lives in like Alaska now, and he like sent me one, and I was like, it's the only time in my life I've like been impressed. I was just like,
Wow.
my friend was like
How
with
big?
me. I mean, I don't know, a good size.
Wait,
It was big.
do it. Hold on. Tell me when to stop.
I can't see.
Wait, you gotta
Oh.
face that camera up there for her.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, but you have to copy in this camera so everybody else can see it. Okay, ready?
I think that I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. No.
Laura,
Yeah.
do it with your goddamn hands, because that's nothing.
I don't.
That's
I'm
not.
putting this up next to my head.
Not guys.
It's really hard to
relax,
see with like
relax.
that depth.
If that's the biggest she's seen, that's the biggest she's seen.
No.
It's
It was big.
It had to be bigger than that.
I can't see from here.
Yo,
Do it on your screen with your hands then.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
microphone,
Like that.
Arizona
that look,
can.
What you?
Like hairbrush?
yeah, probably.
Okay.
There's
I don't know
different
what
size
about it.
hairbrushes. The
I
fuck
know,
does
I-
that
Okay,
confused
okay.
me too.
Spatula?
There's different size spatulas.
I don't
Okay.
know.
She's bad at
Fork?
this game.
Fork?
Tall Arizona can.
Spoon?
Roughly estimate in inches.
Yeah. Like a normal person.
Remember,
No, I mean-
remember in school they taught us to estimate.
No,
Apply
fuck
that,
you
but
guys.
for
Give
dick.
us a stencil drawing.
Okay, when I say like impressive, I mean like in like, cause I don't know. There's like an acceptable large, and then I don't want like too big. You know what I mean?
Ah.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I don't
Fair
even
enough,
know.
then.
Probably 8 or 9. I don't know.
Okay.
Too big, bad.
I seen it.
Still, I was like ready to jump on a plane to Alaska.
See,
Wow.
I would say she has a lot more. She's a lot more reserved than most guys. Cause I know a lot of guys that would have actually hopped the plane. Like, you serious? They saw some vagina they liked. They were
That's
like,
wild.
yeah, I'm there tomorrow. Like, what?
For some reason, it feels a little creepier as a chick.
A little bit, but like as a guy, what did you expect? What were you setting it out there for? What were you expecting the response to be?
Yeah.
And isn't that the most like good response? But yeah, it would be creepy as fuck if you sent out a dick pic and she's like, "I'll be over." It's like,
Especially because he lives in like a cabin, like on like a mountain in Alaska.
Yeah.
and he just shows up.
I just happen to know like where it is.
So, Laura, what's like your mentality and approach when it comes to dating? And conversely, like, do you typically lead in the relationship, or do you like your partner to lead?
Probably tendency is like partner to lead, like someone, yeah, just like more confident. Because I feel like I'm like a person that just like not, I don't know, that feeds on, but like on someone, if someone's confident, then it like makes me more confident then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want that equal energy.
Yeah.
Well, she says it makes her more, so she kind of feeds off the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not equal if you feed off
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, but you don't want someone who's like gonna be bringing you down. And then,
Yeah.
you know
So
what I
she
mean?
needs someone that's high energy or whatever, or bringing a better energy to the relationship that will help you become the best you possible.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. See, put that shit in words, easy. So, in your experience, which are your favorite type of guy to court, the European or the American?
Honestly, after being in Europe for a while, it made me appreciate American guys a lot more.
USA, USA, USA. Woo! Yeah.
Fuck yeah, hell yeah. High five.
I don't-
Do you also have an
Make
internal
America
conflict
come
right
again.
now?
Me? No,
Yeah.
I'm not European at all. The
Okay.
closest I get to this argument is American. So I'm all right. I'm all right.
Okay.
I'm all about that Maca. Make America come again.
Yo, real talk, real talk, real talk, real talk.
Write that down for merch. That's the new merch item.
Isn't that
That's
so?
the new.
No, we saw that somewhere.
Is it? Somebody's I'm definitely not that original. Someone's thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't that cool. Like
Nah, I'm really-
look at your chin. I think I see that in every movie with a Viking. Honestly, you're not that original at all.
All right, every character on 2K.
Yeah, why? Just because they're all black, don't get jealous. Like, ask some more white people to
No,
go to the NBA. That changed it up.
They all have that haircut.
Why
Have
you
you been
mad?
on the park? Have you been on the neighborhood in the park? They all rock that haircut.
Yo, why are you mad? This is not a haircut. You can't cut your hair and get this style. Motherfucker, white guys.
I don't know how your hair works.
White
It's
guys, I
enigma
know
to me.
bro, I
It's
see.
wild that you're arguing about hair right now on a relationship podcast.
Yeah,
Wild.
because a lot of relationships.
And it's
about
the
hair.
guys.
Yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
forget
Well,
y'all. My hair is more luxurious than both of y'all's. Like, what the hell?
Wait,
Y'all want
you're
to
talking
come
about
for
them,
people?
right?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And you, motherfucker.
Well, fuck off, bitch. My hair is amazing.
Motherfucker.
My hair's tremendous.
It's tremendously boring. I mean, anyways, y'all.
Fucking disrespect.
So, what do you think? What do you think is your glue in the relationship? So, like, what at this stage in your life causes you to gravitate towards a guy? What's your hook?
Yeah, I mean, having interesting shit going on in their life. I don't know.
Is being funny a good thing?
Yeah.
All right, so you're one that likes to laugh.
Of course, yeah.
All right, so you're laughter's an aphrodisiac for you, big time.
Yeah.
I don't know why I phrased the sentence that way. That was awful. Big time. But so did that start all of a sudden, or has that always been a thing for you? Was your first boyfriend funny, or like when did that
Yeah, I
start?
think it's always been an important thing to me.
Okay, and I mean, so like, what type of humor kind of makes you gravitate? Because like you don't seem to be like a childish type of humor girl, or at least you don't come off that way to me. He says you listen to Lewis, and
I
Yeah.
met this bitch at Legion of Skanks.
yeah. So like, do you like the raunchy dudes, or like do you want the guys up there being vulnerable, or like?
No, this bitch likes it raunchy as fuck.
Yeah.
We're at the VIP party last year at Skankfest, and they were doing a talent show at the for Real Ass Podcast Live, and I thought I had it clenched with doing I was like, nobody can hit a higher like musical note than me, and this one kid came up and tried, and he ate such a big dick, everyone booed him off stage. It was so
Wait, was
good.
it the one? Is it the one that did like Nickelback or something?
No. Well, that guy tried to do that, and that sucked. But then remember,
Oh,
the
yeah.
one kid came. It was like, that's not even that high, and he walked up to the stage, and then he with such confidence, like I was just gonna look like an asshole, and then he was just like American Idol bad.
Was
Like,
he the one?
where he instantly like went from like ha ha, oh fuck you guys, fuck all, and everyone was like,
Wait, that was the
"Boo."
guy that was like on shrooms during that, I think.
Oh, maybe. But then this bitch comes up and just takes the win by just flashing her tits to the audience.
Yes.
Yo, the shit
Oh
women
my
can do that men
God.
can't. The
No
shit
one was.
women-
No one's mad.
I helped everyone with my $100 bar tab, so it was for all of us. The win was for all of
Yeah,
us.
it's for the people.
Yeah.
Legion of Skanks for the people. Herp all day.
Yo, women have such easy wins sometimes. Sometimes. I
Can't
ain't
wait
giving
for September now.
September.
In August?
It's the new date for.
Oh! I didn't catch the new date. That's my
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
Did you guys want to plug the date or something? Like,
No,
you
I'm
guys-
just saying.
no, because it'll probably get moved again. Who knows?
Yeah.
Probably. And August happens first in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're obviously like comedy and laughter's a big thing. Have you gotten with a lot of comics?
yeah, we got there.
He says
I
as
knew
he
I was
already
gonna
knows the answer.
Specifically, like you're
Slowly.
line for that. A couple.
Couple, okay. I mean, we don't want to say names.
No, I'm not doing that.
No. I just thought to myself, like, that's not a good idea. But
Rhymes with Dewey CK.
Oh dear God.
Been bad.
so let me ask you this: Are comics sick fucks in the bedroom?
Yes, I can answer that question.
No, not
You
really.
a chuckle fucker?
actually.
You a chuckle fucker?
What?
Not really.
Yeah, no.
Oh shit. Okay, so it's been. What kind of experience has it been? Lackluster, like.
No, varying. I'd say.
Oh wow.
I know there was one of them that you were definitely like feeling for a while. So he must have been doing something right.
Yeah, I'm trying. Like, oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
No, she was. Oh, did you get taken aback or some shit?
No. I was confusing which one, and then I remembered that.
Oh, which one? Okay. There you go. So some of them can fuck. That's what's up. So would you say that? Let me ask you this: does their comedy have at all reflect their
Their fuck skills.
yeah, their fucks?
Like, is there any kind of like
Bridge.
relation or bridge between their fucking and
Yeah.
their comedy in any way?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, in the same way that like I feel like that would be kind of applicable to like anyone if you're like self-deprecating or like confident.
I'll give you that.
Not always.
Yeah, I wanted to say that, but like to varying degrees, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I know it's not across the board, but just like generalizations, I guess.
That's what this podcast is all about, baby.
Podcast built on generations.
That's all you can do. I'm not about to talk about every individual
Like
motherfucker.
I'll tell you, like I always say,
Nothing
like,
is specific on this podcast.
yeah, I like women that can't lead a relationship and they don't want to.
Generalization.
Yeah.
I mean, stereotypes exist for a reason, usually.
They do. I love chicken. Grape Kool-Aid's fucking fantastic.
I'll stop you when you're wrong, sir.
Yeah, I had a grape Arizona yesterday, and then I followed up with a strawberry kiwi, and then I had a Sprite. I was feeling very, very ghetto. It was nice.
In quarantine.
No, I did that out while being an essential worker.
Oh my god.
You gotta drink your drinks. Okay? You gotta stay hydrated. All right.
None of those things hydrate you.
None of them.
Not a single one of those things.
They do the opposite, actually.
You need some water.
We don't care about facts here.
No, forget your science.
Yeah.
Isn't that how what got us here?
Nobody's coming to this podcast for factual information.
Whoa. Slow your roll on that one.
Yeah, easy.
Back up.
Maybe somebody just found out we're in quarantine by this.
Yeah, like they come here for the facts.
85% of the time. We're not talking about facts.
Yeah, we're talking about relationship facts.
I think they're facts.
No,
Everything
a lot
I
of times
say,
we're talking
we're
about
like-
stories. We're talking about clips.
Stories are facts. They happened.
Yeah, but
Clips are facts. They happened.
it's not a fact, though.
You're a fact. You exist.
Oh my god.
Get out of here.
Semantics.
You're a semantic.
Dude.
I wish you wouldn't be so anti-semantic.
Yo, shut up. You guys and your corny fucking jokes. I don't give a fuck no more. I'm going off. That's it. Like, so what would you say your do you have any favorites in the bedroom that you want to say or anything like that? Like, what's your thing? What's your go-to?
Like, just for moves or what?
I don't know. What do you like?
Yeah, I guess someone else being more dominant.
There you go. So you
General.
find yourself to be the more submissive party.
Yeah,
There you
definitely.
go. Do you find so? And you say you like to follow as well. So you find your life playing into your personality in the bedroom as well.
Yeah, probably.
That's interesting. Well, I don't think that's well. I would think
That makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. So, damn.
What is it that you're finding that you're like beating your head against the wall with most when it comes to like guys or getting guys and like are you looking to date a guy right now? Like what runs through like what's sort of going like your current goals and stuff like that and your current trials.
Yeah, I mean, I've never like focused specifically on like, oh, I want to be dating somebody right now. Like, I feel like that's a way to not make it happen or not find the right person. But yeah, I mean, I would like to. I'm like about to be 28, so it's like, so it's more for that, like my own pressure or like other female pressure more so with that, I guess.
I always find it so fascinating that women, like every woman I talk to around like this age range, like between like as they're approaching 30, like dude, they start freaking the fuck out. Like it's literally like a nature level thing built into them. It's
Well,
Yeah, I really hate it because like I don't know. I think
And,
what
like-
also makes it worse is like my hometown's like really small, so like
everyone's
everybody,
fucking and having babies.
yeah, pretty much. And I'm not even like really jealous of like I don't necessarily want their lives. Like I prefer more to be in like a city, and I like want to have my own good career, not like base it on someone else. But you still like see it and have to like fight it inside.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself like wanting to like? Did you have like a timeline that you wanted to have kids in and stuff like that, or like being like a committed relationship in, or just like the work stuff?
Yeah, not really specifics. Like I think my parents were like a little bit older. Like I think my mom was like 32 when she got married, so she was like 34 when she had me. So I never like have like a actual pressure, and that timeline seems like fine, but I don't know.
Okay, so then I would say like you're saying that the most pressure you're feeling right now is to have like a steady career and something going for you.
Yeah, like I'd still want to like. I mean, I'm still kind of getting settled, like after coming back from Europe, and like now this shit happens, but like then I want to move next into like New York, so like. Yeah, I mean, you would just want to organically let things happen and meet people. So I don't feel like there's a
Yeah,
point to like
definitely.
make a timeline.
Is there like a reoccurring theme though that you keep running into in terms of like headaches while dating guys, or like maybe like for example, like what was something like what was the reason like your last relationship ended? And like is there like a similar like track record to that, or like what are like you know what I mean, I'm just trying to see if there's like if there's like a prime focus of like this is the thing that you're like why the fuck why can't I get through to guys on this level or something like that.
But wait, before you answer that one, I wanted to what I was trying to get at was I'm trying to understand where the pressure comes from, or the pressure you're feeling is coming from, especially when you don't have any hard timelines, or you really haven't had set any hard timelines for yourself. Where are you feeling this pressure from? It's literally only outward.
Yeah, I think it's just literally knowing the number 30 is approaching, like honestly.
Okay.
And then knowing like if anything would be like happening around that age, a relationship would probably have to start now, you know?
Gotcha.
Like if you're trying to get married, then it's like, well, then you need to be dating that person now. So
But then
I think it's
that
really
means
just
that
the
you
number.
kind of like vaguely wanted to be married by 30-ish.
I don't know. That's why it's just like this number that everyone's like scared. Every female's like scared of, I guess. I'm
I
not
feel
sure.
like it's we just like look at our parents' generation or people around us, like especially in a
Yeah.
small town too. Like my hometown's like that as well. Like everybody's either engaged, married, or like with somebody or something. So it just I don't know. It's like that age where everybody around you is doing that. So
No,
you
I
kind
know.
of
Like,
itch, you know.
well, I understand. I understand that also, and plus, like at that point, you only have like what 20, 25 years to like if you want to have a kid, have a kid. You know what I mean? Before like that's
I mean, you can have a kid like if past. I think it's like 35-ish. I think you're considered geriatric for having like a child.
Yeah, like they start to have like more issues or like likelihood of issues.
yeah. So like I like for women that want to have children, I completely understand. You know, like getting frantic. Like
Well,
you're
especially
almost
if
30.
you
You got
wanna
like 5 more
have-
years. You
if
know.
you want to have a couple kids, too,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So that means if you're gonna do it in a traditional way, you know, it takes in theory some time.
Yeah.
So at 30, you're like, yeah, 5 years is kind of like pushing it.
True. So
You know?
so basically, every woman has like a kind of loose 35.
No, it's just like the
Timeline in
health
your head.
risks. You know what I mean? So I don't think anybody has like a hard timeline, but 30 is like usually a big number. You know what I mean?
I
For
feel like
anybody.
you don't want to
Same
just
way
be
when you
like
turn
old.
20. It's another decade.
I
You
mean,
don't want to be like old with like a toddler. I don't know.
No, I completely understand that. I completely understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, well, then my question to you is that you plan to you wanted to have kids then?
Yeah, I guess for a long time it was always just like a thing I'd assume I would do, but then I feel like it's just if there was somebody that it was like right with, but otherwise it's not like it's like I need to have kids.
I don't feel like I want kids, dog.
Yeah, like
No.
I think as I'm now getting older, I'm like I understand the people I knew who like said they didn't want to. I'm like, oh, I get that.
Yeah, I like get it now.
Yeah.
Well, like the other thing is too, and I've thought because I'm also about to be 28, like in 12 days, and I've been thinking about that more recently too, like because timelines exist, but I feel like I would want to adopt or like foster or something, and before I had like a child of my own.
Skip the like pregnancy part.
Well, like they're kids that need help. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of selfish. I understand why people do it, but like if another child needs your help and you're able, I don't know. That's just my opinion, but it could change too.
No, I want to look at a product of my cum,
Alright.
not another man's cum.
I don't want to be one of the people that like I love my dad to death, and I don't think he lived
Yeah.
a life full enough. I don't want to be one of the people that end his lineage. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out another one of like that personality type to come out of my bloodline.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
guess
that's-
that is part of it too. Like I think about like being super old and then you don't have anyone like around, like you don't have like your grandkids or whatever. Like there's nobody that's creating your kind of like social life or like giving you more. I don't know. You get to a certain age where you like can't travel
Yeah.
or do stuff.
Yeah.
So then it's like, oh my God, like that would be scary and like
Yeah.
I don't know. What if your husband dies? Like you're just like, cool, this is it.
There's
Well,
a
what's
reason
crazy too is like, I mean, just because you have kids doesn't mean that you're gonna end up getting along with them too. You know
Very
what I
true.
mean?
True.
Or shit happens, or like God forbid, there's like so many like risks in general when you're pregnant that could affect the baby's life as they get older. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you might be taking care of that child even when you can't take care of yourself. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like being mean to parents a little bit. Parents with multiple kids, I love asking them who's their favorite. Because, like,
put them in that awkward position.
Yeah,
Yeah, there is a
because
favorite.
there always is. There's only a certain
me.
amount of personality types. You know
It's
what I'm
me.
saying?
One of you.
There's one of me from my mom. I'm my dad's favorite kid.
Oh.
He has 4.
So like I hate the parents that can't like that can't answer that in some sort of fashion. You know what I'm saying? Give me some sort of answer. You know that there's an answer to that one. You know, if you had to hang out with one of your kids, who would you hang out with? I'm not asking you to kill one of your kids. You know,
Probably depends on the day, you know?
for the most part. But if you had 7 days in a week and you could chill with one of them most of the days, which one would it be? That's your favorite.
You bring a good point too, because I think there is kind of like a pressure on dudes in a way too, because it's like I definitely feel that pressure to like continue the lineage of like your family and your father and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Because like at least in the O'Neill line, it's like me and my brother. So it's like if neither of us have kids, it's like that's a wrap.
Same for me. Like,
And I'm like, man, I got such a rich history of like family and like I'm like, I'm like I got, but I'm like I don't want to just have a kid for that.
Yeah.
but I mean, what reasons do you have kids for? That's primarily the reason you have kids for, to carry on the
You're
lineage.
bored.
You gotta get a farm, you know?
I mean, I don't think the intent
That's
is
why
hey,
people used to have kids.
Yeah, put them to work.
Yeah.
let's make slaves. Let's do this.
Yeah, free slaves. You know? Just pop them out.
My great grandparents were like, why would we buy slaves when we can just make them? Honey, bend over. I need 2 slaves. Let's go.
I don't get to fuck when I buy them, but I fuck when I make them.
Wasn't that stress relieving? That was very stress relieving, right? And now in 9 months, slave.
It's ready. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's wild.
I mean,
People do it though.
this is definitely the deepest dive we've taken into like
Yeah.
children.
Quarantine, like I said at the beginning of this episode, quarantine baby's about to happen.
But wait, Laura, wait. So what's the thing that is there a pattern in like your relationships ending or a thing that you bang your head against the wall with most when you're in relationships or dealing with guys?
Yeah, I feel like, well, I mean, it's always, I feel like a lot easier in like retrospect, but I think in like so many ways I always look at things logically, but then, I mean, you can't really apply that always with when you have feelings for somebody. So like, I would just end up liking somebody where like it just, yeah, logically wouldn't work. Like they like live in a different city, and I just more so needed to be smart about like not even going in too deep where you like develop the feelings.
Do you typically go after guys that aren't in the same like area as you?
No, I mean that's just like that was like the last one, and then yeah, I don't know. That's kind of like that one example. And then but then I guess I can apply that to like the guy I said that was through like high school and college, where like if I was like smarter at that point, you would just like cut it instead of like allowing it to continue on.
True. So do you find yourself staying in in situations longer than you should? Have you found that to be a trend at all?
I think that's what she's saying.
Yeah, probably.
I think I misunderstood then.
What's happening?
Wait, say that again?
I guess, yeah, I'm trying to describe it in a good way. Like, I guess thinking of things more like logically rather than like just with emotion, where like on paper it wouldn't necessarily work. Like with the last time, someone being physically in a different city, and like not willing to go like make it long distance. So like I knew that from like the beginning, but like continued to want to try to like make it work. And then like through high school and college, that kind of thing where it was like kind of like it being like let on and like off and on, like just accepting what will work and what won't work. Does that make sense?
So you don't put your deal breakers out up front.
Yeah.
Gotta do that, girl.
What do you know what your deal breakers are?
Not really. I don't think there was like
I was gonna say that
That's
took a
the
little too
problem.
long. That's the
the
problem
problem.
right there, because like
Yeah.
like I was trying to decide the whole time whether she was staying in the situation too long or she was actually trying to work it out.
Yeah.
What are your deal breakers? And like I never like that never came up. You know what I mean? So like I still couldn't get past it too. That's why I guess I asked the redundant question, or
I
because
got you.
because
That's what I'm here for.
yeah,
Trying to
like answering it a second time allowed me to be like, okay, so I got the same answer. So because I thought she was answering the other question. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
having gotten the same answer twice, it's like, okay. So like if you had to think, like, do you think you really have any deal breakers? Like what's like if you met a guy that robbed a bank, would you get with him?
Yeah. No.
Like, all right, so can't be a
So
criminal.
no,
There
yeah,
you
no
go.
criminals.
That's one we can find.
Sorry, Dom.
Ex-criminals? Do you do ex-criminals?
Is he
No,
still in
no,
the
no.
chat? Can you open the chat?
I mean,
So like what I'm guessing is like no like you don't have like a type of guy as far as like height or like weight or like those.
okay,
type
well,
of
yeah, I
things.
mean, okay. Yeah, I mean, I would like a tall guy, prefer somebody with dark hair, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The preferences is not
Everyone-
exactly like a deal breaker, but like
Yeah.
are you like one of those women that's like, I'm not dating a guy that's shorter than me at all whatsoever?
I mean, probably not.
Deal
Like,
probably deal breaker. That's a deal breaker. You want a guy that you can wear heels with. You know what I mean?
yeah.
See, I got you. See, I don't worry, I'll
Yeah,
create
but
you more. I'll create you.
that's-
I'll play.
But that's not necessarily a deal. I mean, maybe it is, but like that's like a would be nice and must have list. You know, like I don't know.
There's some women that are like, nope, will not date a shorter guy.
Yeah, she sounds like she will not date a shorter guy.
Okay, I don't know.
I mean, I guess something else that's like always important is like being able to hang out with like my friends. Like I know like a lot of like I've had friends where like they bring their like significant other along and it's just like weird or the person doesn't really try to like it doesn't integrate as well. So that would be important. I don't know if
There
that's
you
a
go.
deal breaker,
yeah.
but
All right, so like you would prefer a funny guy. A deal breaker would be someone that doesn't get along with your family or friends. Is family as important, or like are you one of those people that like I have a crazy family? It doesn't matter, or like
it's important, but I feel like the friend aspect is more important.
I would
Like,
agree because
yeah.
friends are the family you create for yourself.
Exactly.
So they get along with your friends. Do you have like financial expectations of them? Do you have let's say, well, you said now, have you now put down the local restriction on them? Like you only date
No.
local men?
Are you creating her Tinder bio over
Yeah, I
again
know.
right now? What's happening?
I'm sorry.
We're
She
getting
said
the
she had no
information
deal
out, yeah.
breakers. So
Okay.
I'm like no deal breakers. I've never heard that before. So excuse me. I'm like, yo, there have to be some.
Okay.
And so we got to like 3, and I'm like, okay, there must be 4. I'm digging a rabbit hole though. I am a little bit. You're right. But like, I feel like she's thinking about it now, and I think that's good. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it was hard to just, I don't know, nothing like just specifically jumped out of my mind at first. I think the financial thing, yeah, sort of, that there would need to be some kind of like
self-sustaining.
level. Yeah, because like, I mean, it sucks, but I feel like there couldn't be too much of like a divide because it would just become an issue then.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I wouldn't want either side to have to like try to support more than the others, like caring. I don't know.
Makes sense.
But I mean, it's not everything. I don't mean that in like a shallow way, but like it
That
comes
makes
into
perfect sense.
play.
And like, let me see, what state are you from? Like in Mass, that would be like I was just thinking about like livable wage out
Didn't you say
here.
you're on the Cape?
Oh, yeah, she just said.
Yeah, I'm on the Cape right now.
Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
didn't grow up here though.
Where'd you grow up?
I like moved around like 4 times. So I was like between New England and Ohio.
Army kid or anything like that, or just apparently moved?
No, my dad, well, he had like a job in the government, but not anything army or that cool.
So, well, huh. I find so judging your experience and like a few other experiences that I've had with kids that moved around a bit. You guys are you guys are a lot more accepting of more people because you run into a lot more people. But like it is a little bit harder for you guys to find your hard nose because I think like the culture clashes a little bit. You know what I'm saying? There are things that might be acceptable in one where the other one is completely unacceptable. Maybe, or maybe I'm reaching.
No, I
get
feel
what
that
you're
totally.
trying to say.
I was a military brat, moved around a lot, and I feel like that resonates with me.
A little bit, like what?
Wait, what do you mean? Like,
So like, what might be acceptable for a guy like in like I know you just moved around the U.S., but like what? Well, even in like the U.S., what might be acceptable for a guy like maybe a guy in New York would not be acceptable for like a guy out in like Delaware or some shit like that.
oh yeah, I see what you mean.
And it's
You
like
know?
conflicting. So if like a person's been between those, like it kind of blurs the lines for them of like, well, like it's acceptable one place, but it's not another. So it's kind of like what really is acceptable.
Like in New York, I can't live with a person that doesn't make their own money, but like in Oklahoma, one person can literally sustain everybody. So like it's a little like you know what I'm saying? It's like I can
Yeah.
understand that type of thing. Like
Yeah, I mean, and it's probably just gotten even messier because I spent time in like Europe too, and
yeah. And so like it's like all right, so I'll accept this from Italian dudes, but like but like hell no, if one of them Amsterdamians ever tries, how do you call Amsterdam?
Yo, a Greek guy will never he'll approach you before you approach him. Shout out to all the Greek guys.
Isn't that-
Because I know I'm going to get hate on
a
that now.
guy's got to approach. You get fucked.
Yeah.
Most Mediterranean guys I know
I know.
approach, man.
You've
Yeah.
No,
all
except
guys
for
should
Dutch
approach.
guys, you know?
They're not Mediterranean.
But no, we're talking European.
No, I
in
know, but
general.
like you brought up Greek, we said Italian, like
Yeah.
all the guys around there with the chest hair, with
Yeah.
the, like, they got the frilled chest hair. They're like,
If
you
they-
know, I'm a lion.
If they're fluid sexual,
You know what I'm
then,
saying?
then yeah.
They're like, I know you like my tight pants and my shit. You want to sleep with me? Like, yeah. Oh my God, Pepe Le Pew, you
I
so
was about
good.
to say, is that French? Are you doing French? What are you
I'm
doing?
trying an accent. I'm not sure of which of the origin, but I would say la fufu and the bubu to you
Wow.
and crepe. Crepes. People love crepes.
Wow.
Très
we've
magnifique.
been in isolation for so
magnifique.
long, we forget how to talk. I don't know.
And I can talk in a lot of different voices. It's kind of a skill of mine.
Wow.
Anyways,
I think it's time.
no, I'm not done talking to her.
Oh, it's okay.
What else you got?
Yeah.
I feel like I was fine the last 2 weeks, and then
See?
the past 2 days I've just been like out of it.
Out of it, how so?
I don't know, like I finally realized like it's like at first I was like okay with the quarantine, and now I'm like I'm over Netflix. I don't know what to do with my life. Like I need a hobby.
You see,
I'm good.
I've made this determination.
I have so many.
from working in my essential position, I have come to the realization that women will kill us.
Oh yeah, they will.
Because
They're gonna go crazy before we will.
No, they've already gone
That's
crazy.
what I'm saying. Like
They've
I'm still good.
my essential place of work is full every day with women of varying ages.
Dog.
Just to get out of the house for a second.
Yo,
Yeah.
I
Dude,
see-
my mom and I walked up and down the grocery store aisles the other day just like for fun.
you see, isn't that something you're not supposed to do during quarantine?
Well, we were like already there to pick up something.
Yep.
This is why-
So you
this
might as
is
well
wh-
take it up and down every fucking aisle.
This is
right?
why women can't lead. They can't because they can't even follow directions well. Stay inside.
you see,
Let's walk
you-
up and down the grocery store aisle and breathe on everything just for fun.
Yo, literally, they said self-distance yourself. There are still women that come in every fucking day. I'm like, the shit you're getting today, you couldn't
but
get
it's
yesterday,
6
so it makes
feet
one less
away.
day. It doesn't
I
matter.
mean, like, stay home. But, like, if you're out, are they at
Get
least
the
away
stuff
from you?
for the week so
Yes.
you go once.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Why are you
Oh, he's
coming
saying the
in
same bitches are coming in
every
day.
single day? Yes.
Oh.
Yes, that's how I'm
I thought you meant the
sure.
same types of bitches.
No,
Even-
literally the same ones.
Doesn't matter.
Wow.
Everyone just should buy enough to stay in their house for a week at a time.
I'll watch a guy come in and like literally fill a cart, and I won't see him for a grip.
Yeah.
I'll watch a woman come in, fill a basket. I'll see her tomorrow. Fill a basket. I'll see her tomorrow. Buy 2 things. I'll see her tomorrow. Come in, literally walk from one door to the next just to cross through, and I see her the next day.
Oh my
literally,
God.
I can't function. And then you want to stand this close to me, as close as my mic is to my mouth, and ask me questions, dog. And I'm backing up. Like, I backed up from this dude, and he walked up on me. Yo. And then I took another step, and he walked up on me again. Yo, I took off my shirt. I was like, yo, we scrapping. Like, I didn't know what else to do. I said, let's go, dog. You want to fight? Like, we either fighting or kissing. We doing something. We too close.
No.
I feel like chicks are just so social. They're just like, I won't need to go talk to like grocery store people. Even I don't know.
Dude,
They're doing that.
like my
They're
friends
either
and I
single
started
or a man's not
FaceTiming
cracking the
and
whip
shit.
down on them.
I'm like,
That's
I
crazy.
need to see your face.
No.
I know.
I forget. And the thing that's whack though is that like at work they want you to turn on like your camera because like I work from home, and I'm not fucking doing it. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Like just on at all times,
Just
or what?
like no, like on when we're in like meetings and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
But I'm sorry. I don't.
y'all are better than me. Because I'd sit there and
I
just like
ain't doing
pick
it.
my nose until like it just turned off my camera.
No, I
And
just
then I
I
just
just
enjoy
don't
my
turn it
life.
on. I'm sorry. I don't want you to see me like
No,
this.
you.
My boss asked
And
me
if I'm
recently, she's like,
home,
can you start putting
I'm
your camera on
not
in
gonna
meetings?
get
Okay,
all up
yeah, sure.
for
Yeah,
15
exactly. You have to, like, put
fucking
makeup on
minutes. No, sorry.
We want to make
You don't
sure
need
you
to see
guys
my
are
face
logged
that
in and
bad.
paying attention. And they ain't even paying
I'll
attention.
send you
they're
a
just
selfie
recording.
later. Like you're fine.
My balls look
Add
better.
me on Snapchat. You know what I mean?
My balls look better. I can send you that.
Goddamn. Anyways. Cool. Well, stay indoors, people.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up. Come on.
Ladies, please.
Stay indoors and watch the Kingz podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got
Learn about the King Queen
like
system. Laura, do you know about the
40
King Queen system?
Episodes.
No.
4 episodes.
Oh, okay. We'll leave you this bit of education. I think we should like these. They're not really like. I mean, they're kind of principles, but I don't want to call them principles to confuse with the 3 principles. But like these mentality like.
No. I think you might as well at this point call them Patrice's pearls.
Patrice's pearl. we'll leave people with a Patrice pearl of wisdom at the end of each
I like
episode.
that.
That's perfect. The king queen system. Okay, if the queen is running, okay. If a queen is okay.
If you're a queen of a country, what's your husband?
I got it. Wait, if you're a king, right, and you marry just some bum homeless lady off the street, she instantly becomes the queen, the highest position in the land.
Mm-hmm.
If a woman is queen, right, and she marries some
Let me
homeless
answer.
guy off the street, what is he?
The queen's husband.
He's not the king. He's the queen's husband. So that's the thing. The king queen system. A man elevates a woman to her highest position. A woman running the
It's
relationship
actually
can't
mad
elevate
funny,
him up.
Dude. It's really funny. I dare anybody to look me in my face and tell me that what he said from above is not really funny when you think about it.
Hallelujah.
It's just facts. It's just facts.
It's really funny.
We elevate you guys to the highest position. When you guys are running it, we're just your bitch. We're not it's trickle down happiness. A happy guy is a happy everyone in his life. A happy woman usually is a miserable guy.
But like,
I can't. I want to dispute
but like
it, and I
here's the
can't.
thing.
It's just
Like,
the
think about
opposite
it.
of a happy wife.
Hold on. What did our guest say?
Oh no, it's just like the opposite. It's like the anti-happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
it truly is. Like
Yeah.
Like I have not like
Because happy wife, happy life is implying that you're sacrificing your happiness because as long as she's happy, everything's going to be fine. But it's like,
Yeah.
but
You
what?
should have just picked the wife that would have been happy with what you were doing.
That's the point.
You know what
I mean, anytime I hear somebody like a guy say that, it's just so cringy. Like you're
Yeah.
just like, well,
it's
you're a
not cringy,
bitch.
it's cucky.
Yeah, exactly.
Call it what it is.
Call
It's
it what
cucky.
it is. It is
Yeah.
cucky.
Because even think about it like that. Like it doesn't even have to just like if I'm in a relationship, right, and I'm hanging out with my guy friends. If I'm in a shitty mood, it's gonna bring everyone else down. But if I'm in a good mood, he's gonna feel. If Karizmatik's in a good mood, we feed off each other's good mood. But if one of us is in a shit mood, it's like, oh, he's in a shit mood. I'm gonna come down and be in a shit mood with him. And we're gonna be in a shit mood together. And we're just gonna bitch and talk shit. And that's the way
It's
it works.
loyal.
It's
It's friendship.
It's the way that guys' mentality works. So, but a happy woman, you know, it's like it's usually for a woman to be happy, which she doesn't even know what happy is. That means a guy's having to sacrifice a lot of what he really wants to be doing or as you used to put it, it's like, you know, the radio example, and they're like, turn the radio down. And it's like, I'm sorry, what do you think I would do? What do you think I would do if you weren't here? Not turn the radio down? So there you go.
No, but
I mean, you're just saying, like, for the woman to be happy, just don't make it at the expense of the guy.
It can't, like, literally for the woman to be
My
happy,
happiness
it
is
can't all
paramount.
be about the woman's happiness. I don't know. I've never met an
Right,
unhappy
yeah.
guy that made a
good-
woman happy.
a
You
good
should
relationship-
just be choosing each other and making each other happy.
Yeah, but like a good relationship is a happy guy and a happy woman, but a happy woman that's like just a little bit insecure still.
No, you want to know why he's inherently right? Because
Yep.
you like.
And we're generalizing.
No, we're definitely generalizing.
Yeah.
But like, if I ask most women, I know
Majority
what they
general.
want. If I ask most women that I know what they want, it changes quite often.
Based
It
on how
changes.
they're feeling.
It changes quite often. So
It
you
change
can
minute
only
to
trust you for as long as you're feeling that feeling. So how am I supposed to trust you longer? Especially when I don't go through the feelings with you, you kind of have to. You can inform me of your feelings. So now I can never know the instant of which it ends. So how am I supposed to fully trust you?
It's constantly having to be
I
reevaluated.
feel like you're projecting.
No.
Yeah,
like,
a little bit.
We're talking at your kind here, okay? You're representing your kind.
Okay.
I mean,
You want to talk about it?
I don't think I'm projecting. I think I'm. Have you had any occurrences of this?
Of what specifically?
Of where the woman's want is changing on a consistent basis, so you find it hard to actually gauge what they want.
Yeah, like every woman.
How did this sound so personal when that's his opinion as well?
What?
You just have to be really good at figuring out what the fuck it is. Even still, it's a bit of a
It's
crapshoot.
it's honestly figuring out yourself and trusting it because they'll
No,
tell you otherwise when they're
Yeah.
feeling
No,
otherwise.
It's almost like with comedy where it's like,
but that's
it's
not
kind of like
trusting
fuck
you.
the audience. It's like I'm gonna do me, and they're either gonna like it or fuck them.
Yeah.
And then you kind of have to be like that in the
Because
relationship.
like literally, that's not trusting you in the moment. That's trusting our instinct of you in the moment, or what we've gleaned from you. It's
Yeah.
not. It's has nothing to do with momentary. Like if I like, you could tell me that
What is the point that you're trying to make?
it's hard to trust you guys in the moment when you can't trust yourselves.
In which moment?
Leading any
And-
kind of thing related to the relationship. That's why you guys can't lead.
What is it like? Are you talking about like large life decisions or just like daily emotions?
In general, like y'all leading the reason women can't lead the relationship is because you guys have logic until your emotion gets introduced into it, and your emotion changes by the second. So it's constantly changing what is the current like prime directive in a sense. Does that make sense? You could probably put it better.
And that depends on the woman, though.
It's every woman.
All right. So I think the best way of saying it's like this. So in most circumstances,
Person, I should say.
definitely the person. Like, I've never met a guy that if he told you that, hey, yo, my favorite thing in the world is this, the next day that wasn't his favorite thing, or 2 years down the road that wasn't his favorite thing. Or
okay.
or like it literally takes a life altering or something quite big to change that from being his favorite thing. Like he has to be brought into a new realization.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like, how many favorite things do you have?
Like what?
you see? That's the essence of that's exactly the essence of my point.
But like, what are we talking? Food? I can give you favorites that have been my favorite for like.
How
a
many
long
best
time.
friends do you have?
Oh, I have.
If you ask me
yeah.
what's my favorite, what am I answering?
I can't pick one. Well, I can't. I can pick one, but I won't on this podcast. You know who you are.
Wait, I missed that.
I could pick
I
one
said
friend.
because I said how many best friends do you have?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, and you've had a pretty steady best friend for a while, so
Yeah.
we'll leave you alone on that one.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I ask you what's my favorite thing,
Ass.
oh, how quick was that? How quick did that
Because
just
you
jump out?
never stop talking about it.
Okay.
There's nothing that. But
What's Iris's favorite thing?
he's got a lot of favorite things.
I wouldn't say he does.
Karizmatik, what's my favorite thing?
Video games, man. This guy loves video games more than anything else. Am I wrong?
It's pretty up there. It's definitely what I'm most addicted to, for sure.
I mean, it's hard to it's a favorite and most addicted
But that
to.
wasn't the thing you had in your head.
No, I mean it was really. I was like, it's video games. I was like, he's either gonna say video games or he's gonna say weed. So definitely, I
Yeah.
think video games.
Okay.
I would have said weed before video games.
Video games I like them both equally, but video games has longer tenure. I was smoking weed when I was like 5 or 6.
He's more addicted. But like, I mean, I just find that trend with that. That's my observation.
And like Laura, her favorite thing is fucking comics.
Laura, what's your favorite thing?
Probably traveling.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that, all right. I'm gonna ask you that the next time I meet you.
Yeah,
Remember what I'm saying?
We're gonna test her.
We're gonna test you.
But I also had the most time to
What
pick one
category?
answer.
Bada bing.
I mean, if I had to pick one favorite
If you're on an
thing,
island with one thing,
My curling iron.
no. I just got that the other day. I'm really excited about it.
and that's
That's
all
not
I'm
my
saying.
favorite thing,
I know.
though.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you having a hard time deciding is exactly, and like that's fine. That's fine. Not everybody has to be fucking concrete.
Dang.
You understand what I'm
But
saying?
that's why y'all can't lead.
Well, not all women are like that. Also, you have had one solid friend, so it depends on categories as well and things like
Yeah.
that. But like you now get I think you get the essence of what I'm saying.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm fucking. Yeah.
Don't do that. Wow.
Yeah. I'm
Okay, I
talking
think
for a
that's
long time.
yeah. I think that's a good point to end it on some some drama. Thank you guys for joining us for the Kingz Podcast. I've been yours truly. Hopefully you guys glean. Well, yours truly, Karizmatik. Hopefully y'all glean something good. Hopefully y'all had a great time. I'm stuttering. I'm gonna pass this off.
Oh yeah, guys, I've been Irish O'Neill.
Ani Moush.
Laura, thank you so much for joining us, guys. Follow and check out Laura Schumacher.
Join
Cheers,
us on the
Kingz.
Kingz Podcast.
Welcome to the gangbang dungeon. Shit ain't safe. If your chain hang, the jailers gon' snatch it. Even the warden stay straight thuggin'. White boys floodin'. Black CIA agents corrupted. Flying cocaine planes hustlin'. Banks stay smuggling funds from the public for the turf war against A-Raps with AKs bussin'. Oil fields flooded. Block boys searching for ways out. Rapping the kid day name buzzin'. Confederate flag rhetoric terrorizes minds of an awkward white young and KKK loves it. Shit is disgusting. Are you sure this the place you won't be locked up in? When your heart's pumping fast from combat with the rough issue, sure you can